The Bahamas expected to share best practices with Guyana as a state visit with that country gets underway. Good evening, everyone. I'm Keishla Adderley.
And good evening, Bahamas. I'm Altavis Munnings. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. It's considered an important exchange between two member states that play key roles in the Caribbean community. Sitting chairman of the regional body and president of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana, His Excellency Brigadier David Granger, arrived in the capital this afternoon along with his delegation.
Now, following an official welcome at the Lyndon Pindling International Airport, the dignitaries headed to Mount Fitzwilliam for a courtesy call on the Governor General. Our Clint Watson was there.
President of Guyana, His Excellency David Granger, says their state visit to the Bahamas is an economic mission driven by the outstanding impression the Christie-led administration has made in its governance.
We have been deeply impressed by the development of the Bahamas, particularly in the financial and tourism sectors, under Prime Minister Christie. But there's no doubt about the preeminence of the Bahamian economy in terms of finance and tourism. And I have come with my Minister of Foreign Affairs, Mr. Carl Greenidge, Minister of Agriculture, Mr. Noel Holder, Minister of Business, who also has responsibility for tourism, Mr. Dominic Gaskin. And the four of us together are leading this economic mission to learn from Bahamas. I think you have been a splendid example to the rest of the Caribbean community.
Regional tourism and collaboration between member states is an emerging trend, particularly with markets like Cuba opening up. It's no secret that should Caribbean countries want to survive and even thrive, they must consider adopting the multiple destination model.
You know, I see Guyana, Belize, and Suriname as the hinterland of the Caribbean. So we are a blessed region. And we're not a sort of monochromatic image to the rest of the world. And I'm convinced that if we can combine our talents and our resources, we can offer a world-class product. Bahamas is already a world-class tourist destination, and we would like to learn how you all have been able to do it.
In a world where countries have formed formidable blocs as bargaining power, the president says Caribbean countries need to take great advantage of the influence and benefit of CARICOM. He sees Guyana and Bahamas as a solid combination to achieve certain liberties. When he meets with the cabinet Friday, he hopes to discuss this issue.
The expertise, and it's a matter of combining capital with land resources. Guyana, Belize, and Suriname together are bigger than Germany. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about a world-class community. And we need to continue to work within the Caribbean community to make better use of these resources. I'm very hopeful for the visit. I'm very happy to see what Prime Minister Christie has been able to achieve here. And as I said, this is a learning mission, it's an economic mission. And tomorrow we meet.
Aside from these key areas, President Granger also believes both countries can learn from each other, particularly when it comes to challenges which are similar, like poverty and unemployment.
We have the resources, and Bahamas has the capital, it has the expertise, and it's a matter of combining capital with land resources. Guyana, Belize, and Suriname together are bigger than Germany. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about a world-class community. And we need to continue to work within the Caribbean community to make better use of these resources. Much of what you need here in Bahamas, I'm sure can be produced by the mainland states or other countries, other states in the community.
Both the Bahamas and Guyana, like other CARICOM countries, are challenged with youth unemployment and poverty. The president shared his view on addressing these social ills.
Once we get education right, and I think the Caribbean is almost, famous for the quality of its education. I mean, if you go to the United States, I'm sure you'll see Bahamians, not only on the tracks but also in academia. Once you get education right, once you get the entrepreneurial side of things right, I am very confident that the employment, well, it won't solve itself, but it will give young people hope in the future. And as I said, the combination of your expertise and our environmental resources will give the young people of this region a great future.
And a busy schedule for the delegation from Guyana. They do a visit to Grand Bahama on Friday, followed by a state dinner on Friday evening. They will also meet with cabinet on Friday to discuss some of the issues of concern a part of their visit. At the Government House, Clint Watson, ZNS Network News.